This is my own truth, my own journey, I can tell you. I've studied in Australia, I've studied in US, I've studied in Europe. In Australia, I have been to a lot of the Aborigine in a lot outback area. I can see that. I can read myself there. Would I want to be like them? So when I studied in US, studied in Oregon, I did go to all the Indian reservations. I've been to a lot of Indian reservations in Utah, in Arizona. I've been during holiday time. I see them there. Then I said, why? How can I move our people from not to be part of that dependency on government all the time? I have to move out of that. We have to build that out. So that's why a lot of opportunity. When you look at Malaysia, Sarawak, though even a long house, if one or two of them become lawyers, one or two of them become doctors from the house, or for Bintulu here, Peruvian, for example, he's a lawyer. There is that upward migration for people like that. There is upward migration for a lot of Bumi Putras now. But the time will come that they will find their own place. To us, it's a process of development. The critics will always come that we are always wrong, we grab land. At the end of the day, the land was always there, and when the land was there, the people, it need to be turned into an economic activity. I think if whoever is a chief minister of the state or the people, the first thing that how am I going to have revenue to run the state, to build roads for them, to build health for the community, to build school for the place, to be communication place, to get them to it. That will be the first thing in the mind of all these politicians. And I think if you are a politician also, you have to start thinking, who can do this job for me now? So you can't expect somebody from a longhouse or from the village or to do this. You just cannot afford that. You need to have people who will driven to get this thing done. But I think that is a result of first generation of things. But after 20 years, things change. 30 years, things change. Same development history in Australia, same development history in US, same development history in
Is there no other way? Is there no other way?
No, unless you can tell me what is the best way. You tell us. The best thing is today you tell us, our target is very simple. We want the people of Sarawak to earn probably at least $20,000 US dollars per person, income per capita. 20,000, not 40,000, not 60, in the next 10, 20 years. Probably after 20 years, 30 years, they'll reach probably like what Australia is, 60,000, probably like Holland reach 40. Tell us, how can we achieve it? If you can give that blueprint to us, we follow it.
You make me a minister.
Yeah, you tell me.
Okay, if Ta'an wants to open a new plantation or wants to acquire a new piece of land for whatever activity, what is the process? How do you go about that? Who do you need to talk to, and how do you organize to get that land?
Well, first of all, it depends on what type of land it is, whether it's NCR land, or whether it's the state land, or whether it is title land. Okay, if the title land, we have to pay. Okay, NCR land, we have to talk to the Ministry of Land. Okay, and the LCDA, which is the body nominated by the government to develop the native land. Okay, if it is the state land, then we have to apply to the government to do a proposal. Okay, and needs to be evaluated, accepted by the government, and we have to pay a fair, we call it land premium. Okay, this is the process. And for Ta'an case, our Chief Minister knows very well his position. He is related to Hamid, our chairman. Any Ta'an application will not be approved by himself. Yeah, he's always go to other minister.
Because of the sensitivity of it, you mean?
No, conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest.
Right, okay.
He knows very well.
Right. So
Yeah.
he's concerned about this
Yes.
perception.
He does, yeah.
Yes.
He's concerned about
And
perception.
you are too?
Yes, but I should not be they should not stop me from moving forward. And because I feel that I can contribute a lot more in my, while I'm around, I can contribute more to the total economy of the system. And I believe it very strongly, because that's what, when we look at all this, we look at the economic development of the state. Basically, my people like us, my consciousness comes from at a different level than others. Probably, I have been out. I've been all over the world. I've studied in different places, and I've gone through it. I know what it feels to be, if you were to be in a reservation. I know how you feel. And if our people decide to keep the way they are, just maintain as it is, live the way they are, I don't think. See, what happened is probably you see the whole Red Indian society. We study Red Indian society. Before the American came in, they say it's 100%. That once they legalized the land to ownership to all the people, allow them to sell. Immediately all the sell, all because they don't have no ability to manage things. They start selling all the land. And today, in order to save them, they have to put reservation to them, because they would have sold all the reservation too. So this is what happened. This is a progression of community. Can you blame the white American for it? But it's a product of history. But I've seen it with my own eyes. That's what happened. So the only way for us to not to reach there is to be able to have more of the native to be very educated in different fields.
Was the land allocation process problematic 10 years ago, say, or further? Was it, has it improved the transparency of it?
Say for example, okay, there is a piece of land, you apply, and you got it. So like, if I went to Northern Territory, I found a list, there's nobody there, I apply for it. Would I get that list or not? Because I applied. The government will give me a list, give GPA list actually. But will the government go out there and tell me, oh no, I cannot give to you, I got to bid this whole, to the whole Australia to bid this piece of land. So there is not that process, not even in Australia, not even in England, not even anywhere. This is the law, the system that we inherit. So if I apply in an area, transparency means that if you apply, that means the government will have to take that piece of land and send it for auction and bid. Well, it could be. Now, in some of the land, they might go that way. There's a bid for it. But the process has to be instituted in the government process. But as long as the process is not there, people like us, we're from outside. It's not us to determine how the process works. It's the same anyway. In Australia, if you apply for a piece of land, it's up to you.
But what about here? I mean, has it improved? I mean, in the old days, was it perhaps a problem that the same people close to the chief minister were getting land and no one else?
I think it's very difficult for me to say yes or no. We have been so concerned about ourselves rather than other people. And again, it's the area that we have applied. Obviously, there's nobody else has applied. Otherwise, we will not be able to get the place in the first place. And then, and if the government gave us the permission to do it, it's more because that we are prepared to invest, we're prepared to do a lot of things to make it happen. I think that's the basis that the current government works based. Tomorrow could be a different chief minister. It could not be tied. It could be the process still follow. It's just the same process. It could be anyone tomorrow. But if the government decide to change the whole process, that everything is to be auctioned, then it's different. Then there is process of bidding, transparency, tendering, everything. I think it will come. I don't see it's not coming. It will come, but it will come in the future. But the process is not there yet.
Well, I've pretty much worked through my questions. I'm not sure if you want to say anything else.
No, it's nothing because we are talking here. It's basically it's what we feel rather than we try to what they call it. We try to edit whatever we say. You know, it come out from. We are not. We don't. I don't come prepared for interview. Don't give me pre question for the interview.
But obviously these questions that I've asked you just now have come up repeatedly, so it's my obligation
It's come out
ask
in the basically in the web and all the other areas, and we have
the Sarawak report, for example.
report and
Does that give you headaches?
It does give me a headache. It does impact my family more than me. Because I told my family, I said, no, I'm doing it for my cause. You know, I have a cause to move to be one of the successful Bumi Putras. I don't care what people say. I don't care. And we're going to move there. That's why I employ more Bumi Putras, try to get more and more of them to be able to have the capacity and also the capability to manage things. At the end of the day, in business, it's all to do with good management. And I believe in it. And unfortunately, people like Asia are very capable and able managers. We work closely together, and I have a lot of shortcomings. My network is not as great as him. He has the Chinese in this country has a very strong commercial networking, financial networking, and so many other things. But for him to accept me to be his partner also is very. What do you feel, sir?
Yeah.
You better say something. Yeah?
Well, I think we are a public listed company. Okay, our books are transparent, and we have to follow the governance set up by the listing security. Okay, and we have to follow like. Hong Kong Bank, HSBC, HCB is compliance. We are very care about this environmental, and for those allegations about corruption, and I like to state one point that those investments come from Da'an to Tasmania. Okay. Definitely not corrupted money, because our dollar and cent is recorded in the books and is audited, not audited by the company, it is by KPMG, one of the big four, and it is for the public inspection as well. So that kind of allegation that really annoy me very much, and it is really baseless. Profit we make is come from our genuine trading, and our trading is legal trading. Okay, we don't deal with any illegal. Even the legality of locks, we have engaged third party to inspect our locks supply, the line of supply, and supply chain, and audit or lock yard whether there's any illegal locks involved. So we are open and transparent. We build up this Da'an group really by hard working and by teamwork. I wish what they say is true. Or through this relationship with Chief Minister by our chairman, Da'an will not like this. We will be much bigger. We must be the number one in Sarawak or number one in Malaysia. Am I right?